Hey guys, welcome back to this place. And if you are new, welcome here for the very first time. I am Carmen, and today we are delving into season 1, episode 3 of The Leftovers. And do not worry, I have triple checked that this is episode 3. The only way that this will not be episode 3 is if they themselves have mislabeled their own episodes, okay? So, finally, I understand where we are, what's going on, at least to the extent that I can 2 episodes in. But yeah, I know which episode is episode 1. I know which episode is episode 2. And Dino, you're so cute. Hi, buddy. And I am ready to delve further into this mystery. Everyone is saying how much I'm going to love this show, and so far it's really interesting. It's really captured me, even accidentally watching it in the wrong order. So I'm very excited to continue watching it in the correct order and see where it takes me. So, without any further ado, let's get into episode 3. Walking and breathing. Oh, Christopher Eccleston.
I'd say stop me if you've heard this one before, but you have, and
Episcopal Church.
he's diagnosed with acute lymphatic leukemia.
Oh, shit.
And the cancer eats away at the boy until there is almost nothing left. But he
That's so
fights it.
sad.
He survives, and
I hate these, the way they stand there all creepy like.
will he be angry for having been made to suffer, or will he be grateful for that suffering because
It's what he asked
it
for.
changed him?
The attention. Oh, I'm taking the wrong lesson. Look, he's gonna jump up.
For 9 days now, her brain activity is negligible. Her outcome is undetermined.
Who is it? His
The
daughter?
girl's name is Emily.
Emily? Okay. There is not a
And
lot of
so
people in
that
this church.
little boy is asking for attention again now.
Oh, okay.
For Emily.
So it's his sister. Oh, okay. So he was the little boy with the sister, right? Am I catching that correctly?
Allow your healing hand to touch this girl.
The poofening really affected this church, huh?
Yeah.
Sir, you're kind of interrupting prayer.
Please.
Wait, what's going on? That one lady was just sitting there. Oh, he didn't like the flyers. Sorry, Loki. You watching the show, Sammy?
Here we are again.
Not the first time, eh?
Occupational hazard. What are you gonna do? Stop pissing people off. They need to hear the truth. Your dad understood that.
Points are made. Points are made.
Come over tonight, I'll grill up some steaks.
Ooh,
Sunday dinner.
I'll take it.
Nights are tough for me. Sorry.
Why? I feel like everybody has like a sad story, you know? Dang, lady being nosy. I mean, I would too. Just being honest.
The girl who was in here, do you know what happened?
She woke up,
Oh,
asked for a Sprite. You know her?
No,
Yeah.
I visited with her, but my congregation. This morning, we prayed for her.
Well, she woke up last night.
oh. Why y'all just waiting outside the church? That's a bit much.
Matt, hi, it's Jim Lewis from FDR. You're a hard man to reach. I'd really love to talk to you in person, preferably, as soon as possible. I'm here at the bank all day.
You don't want the bank calling a bunch and being like, we need to talk to you. It's not good. I wonder if he is losing funding because, like, so many of his parishioners departed. I don't know where churches get their funding from, I'm not gonna lie.
My wife, ever since the 14th, she's not really into,
Church.
How long does it take to do a,
Baptism. He's sneakily baptizing this baby behind his wife's back. Interesting.
This guy I worked with, he used to get loaded and drive out to the Indian casino in Connecticut. Gamble away his paycheck every other Thursday. And when that was gone, I heard he cleaned out his kid's college account.
Okay.
He went on the 14th.
What was his name?
Andrew Suzaki.
We don't discuss personal information about our clientele.
Sure, of course
Okay.
not.
Is he gonna add him to his flyers?
He abducted a young girl walking home from school. Violated her sexually, strangled her to death. On October 14th, he disappeared right out of his jail cell. This monster is on the same list along with all the others who left us, along with the innocent and the good.
Okay.
But someone has to expose these people for who they truly were and what they truly did. Because
Why?
if we can no longer separate the innocent from the guilty, everything that happened to us, all of our suffering, is meaningless.
So he's trying to find meaning in the departure.
I think I know what happened to your face.
Yeah. Trying to dig up people's dark secrets. Usually ends up something like that.
What about the bet? What about the bet? Get out of here.
Why are there pigeons everywhere around him? So that guy came in to tell him so he would make a flyer about him? Oh, your printer ran out of ink, sir. Oh, it broke. Maybe that's a sign to, like, not. You cannot avoid the bank forever.
What?
Hello, Matt.
Hey, Jim, is that you?
Matt, I'm sure you're busy, but can you come by the bank?
Sure.
It's important.
Yeah. Come right over. Thank you.
Yeah, he's for sure not going. Oh, he did.
There's been an offer on the church.
Oh.
I don't understand. You said I could stay.
I said you could stay as long as no buyers came forward.
Oh.
And you always knew this could happen once you stopped making payments and we had to foreclose.
Oh, shit.
Who's the buyer?
Corporate LLC, probably a hedge fund. They can't really remodel.
What do they want with
The
the
land
church?
is worth something.
Oh, they're gonna bulldoze it?
They probably want to knock it down and throw up some apartments.
Knock it. But it's not some restaurant. This is the house of worship.
He's like, sounds like your phone working to me.
Can I call you back? I'm in the middle of a... What? Which kind? Okay, I'll grab some on the way home.
How is Mary?
Tell me how I can keep my church.
You're gonna have to fork up a shit ton of money.
Now, if you can come in, all cash, even $1 above their price,
Yeah, what's their price?
$135,000.
Oh, that's actually not as much as I thought. Still a ridiculous, like, no way you could come up with that if he can't even afford the payments to keep it from being foreclosed.
Is Mary okay?
She's great.
I want to see Mary. Where's she at? Sorry, bud.
I need to borrow $135,000.
I don't think she got that lying around.
They're gonna sell a church. I know it's a lot of money, but it'd just be a loan. I hate coming to you,
Is that
but
his
this is
sister?
our family church.
Okay, yeah.
Mom and
No,
Dad's.
Matt, it's your church.
They left it to both of us.
They didn't leave it to anyone.
Because he was
They
the little
died
boy.
in a fire when I was 7, and then it was given.
Please don't get upset.
Why do you always have to do that?
What?
Make me upset and then tell me not to get upset? You can't just knock on my door and ask for $135,000.
That,
I thought the benefit money.
oh,
That money was for my husband and my children.
right? Like, that's a lot you're asking.
I'm sorry.
I feel bad for her, sorry.
Will you stop making your paper?
Oh.
You're asking me for something?
She's asking you for something.
Stop making your paper and I'll give you the money.
I can't do that.
Why not?
Why?
You need to hear the
People
truth.
need to punch you in the face.
I didn't say it was easy to hear.
Then deliver the truth in your church. That's what you're asking me for, right? Your church?
That's not what this is about.
No, it's about the accident. It's about the judge. And it should have ended there. But then you decided it was your calling, your purpose, like you were personally selected by God.
Don't say that word. Don't say that word.
What, God?
You don't get to talk about something you
I
don't
don't
believe
get to.
She can say God just because she doesn't believe.
Do you know where my family went? Do you know what it was?
It was a test.
Don't tell someone who lost their husband and kids that it was a test. Are you fucking kidding? I'd punch you in the face. She gonna punch you in the
If it was
face.
a test, then I think you may be failing it. I love you, Matt, but what you're doing, your paper, the church, it's not working anymore. It's not making things better. Maybe it's time to let it go.
Doug was having an affair.
What?
The kid's preschool teacher.
Why would you?
He brought her to the plaza in the city.
Why would you do this to your sister?
I have the receipts from the ATM in their lobby.
Can you not let her remember him as he was? Like, even if it's
one story I will never publish.
fucking lie? I did. That's just such a okay, fucked up way.
She needs her bath.
So that they referred to the accident. His wife, something happened. Okay, so whatever accident happened, he looked into it to find out the truth about somebody, and that caused him to start looking for the truth of everybody. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure it out. Wonder how aware his wife is. Oh, he sleeps on a little cot. Wonder if he's clinging so hard to faith because he has to believe in something. Because he can't keep going otherwise. Pigeons? Perhaps? Oh, no. Just a beard. Okay. Why is he going to Garvey's house, right? Because that was Garvey's house. Oh. Why is she in the backyard? Middle of the night.
Kevin's dad, your father-in-law, he left something here for me. He said I could get it whenever I wanted.
Did he? Please don't tell him I was here. No problem.
I won't say anything.
You don't tell him I was here either. Yeah, exactly. No one has to know. He left him some peanut butter. This judge took bribes. You deserve this. Pigeons on that light. Why was there just money there, though? I feel like we didn't get the explanation for that. Oh, it's flashing red. That means as long as there's not traffic, you can go.
How would you like it, sir?
And chips?
Oh, he's gonna gamble it? Why is he gonna gamble it? That seems like so much money. I mean, sure, it's not enough to buy the church, but like... it's a lot of money. Maybe where the pigeons were is where he should roll. Is it all of it? They're gonna think that you're sus.
Winner, red.
Walk away. Walk away.
We got a player here.
Again, please.
Winner, red. 80,000.
Take it. Leave. You gonna get killed, sir.
Once more, please.
No.
Jesus, man. Hey, whoa, you know something that we don't know? Gee, what the fuck are you doing, Tina? You can jinx a guy. That's a fucking jinx.
Just take it and leave. They're gonna think you're cheating somehow.
80,000 on red. Good luck.
No, walk away. Walk away. I'd walk away. You have enough. You have enough. You're good. You're good. Just leave. Just take the money and run. You're for sure getting killed though. People aren't gonna let you walk out with that.
160,000. Congratulations, sir.
They should really have someone escort you out if you win that kind of money, no? Like, that's crazy. There's no way that this is gonna be fine for him. Don't, if you fucking take it out and count it right there, you're a dumbass.
Oh.
Leap. Leave.
Hey.
Yep.
Winner, chicken dinner, right?
Leave. Don't talk to this man.
Congrats, man.
Thanks.
You were on fire. I never seen balls like that. I was trying to get my girl.
Leave.
I have to.
Listen, here's the thing, though. We dropped our last 100. And we got to be in Niagara Falls in the morning.
Cool, don't care. Leave.
I was just wondering
Leave.
maybe you could help us out. You know? Unless you're short on cash.
Don't. No, oh my God, leave.
Here's 2. Gas is expensive.
Why don't you hang on to that, and I'll just take that envelope.
Why was your door unlocked? You're fucking dumb. You're fucking dumb. You get in your car with $160,000 and you don't immediately lock your door. You're dumb. Oh. Now you caught a murder charge, sir. All of this could have been avoided if, one, you just locked your fucking door. Can we just... Oh.
Are you okay? Huh? What'd they throw?
A rock, it looks like.
Yes, there's been an attack. A man was hit with a rock. He's bleeding. We're on, Cedar Lane and, Whoa, 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 whoa!
What? Oh.
Am I too late?
Of course not. All are welcome.
Is he dead? Because she was one of the guilty remnant. He's not hurt at all anymore either. Which he would be, because one, a rock just hit his face, but also he was already hurt. Maybe this is just a dream. Is this supposed to be him? when he gets diagnosed. Memory lane. Oh. Oh, it happened on October 14th because the person driving the car disappeared. Oh. Okay, a different memory.
Why do you persist?
What?
Why isn't anybody doing anything?
What? Okay, he's alive. Why did he picture Lori, though? Is there history there? That's kind of weird.
Jesus, Matt, what happened?
I'm fine. Here it is. All of it, in cash.
I'm sorry, Matt. It's
too late.
It's too late.
Mm-hmm.
No, you said end of day. And it's only 10 minutes. I have the money. We made a deal.
That was 3 days ago.
Oh, shit. He's been passed out longer than he realizes.
Now, I tried calling you on your cell phone, but I'm sorry. They took possession yesterday.
You just killed that man for nothing. I mean, he was trying to rob you, but just saying. I mean, I don't know if he's dead or not, but he was bashing his head into the ground, so I think it's safe to assume. Who's been watching your wife? I think you should think about that, too. I bet it's the guilty remnant that bought it. I bet it. Mm-hmm. I still don't understand the chain smoking. I know they said, like, we smoke to, like, profess our faith or something, but, like, how? They got beef. They got beef. All right, you guys, so that was episode 3, and it was a really good episode. We focused entirely on Matt, who is the guy handing out the flyers in the first couple episodes. We learned his backstory, that his sister is Nora, like how he came to be this preacher and what happened with his wife, and it was just a really good episode. I'm trying to figure out, like, what his part in this story is going to be and what story they're trying to tell us, because I assumed that a lot of the parishioners of the church got poofed on departure day, but it kind of seems like maybe just a lot of people lost faith when a lot of people just poofed and there was no rhyme or reason to who it was, and they can't explain it in a religious sort of context. People were like, oh, maybe I'm wrong, and they kind of left the church on their own, which honestly makes total sense. And it also makes sense for Matt growing up in the church and becoming a preacher to be trying so hard to make this fit into his faith as he knows it, right? Like, he's trying to figure out why people left. I'm not sure why. Like, he said that we have to be able to tell the guilty from the innocent. But why? Like, if people guilty and people innocent poofed on October 14th, right? Which is actually very close to the day it is today. So if they all poofed on October 14th, I don't know what knowing if they're guilty or innocent accomplishes. I don't know how that would further your faith, because it seems random. And also, like, I feel like some of the things that he's putting on these flyers might not necessarily matter in the grand scheme of things, right? The lady was selling drugs on the side to the college kids. I'm not saying that doesn't matter. Like, obviously, people shouldn't do that. But he mentioned to his sister, Nora, that her husband was cheating on her, and he found out because he's doing all this digging on the people that poofed, right? And he's like, don't worry, I would never make a flyer out of it. And it's kind of like, but you would make that flyer for someone else. And that kind of feels like a none of your business sort of thing. So you kind of understand why people are getting mad and punching him in the face. I don't know. I don't necessarily think that just because people poofed, they should be deprived of their secrets. And obviously, I think Nora deserved to know that her husband was cheating on her. Sure. But if we're operating on the belief that no one, like, these people are gone and they're not coming back, which is kind of the only belief we can currently operate on, I don't know how telling her that helps her, because then she's going to have anger and upset and hurt that she's not going to be able to deal with because her husband is gone. She can't confront him. She can't ask him why. She can't talk to him about it. They can't have any sort of conversation that's going to be healing or is going to allow her to try to explore, like, what happened. It's just hurting her. It's just hurting her further on top of the hurt that she's already experienced. And I honestly think that whole conversation was kind of fucked up. My brother is not a preacher at all. Far from it. But if my brother was sitting there telling me, like, you just have to have faith. If anybody was telling me, you just have to have faith. And, like, this was a test. Like, what happened was a test for us who got left behind. Assumedly from God or whatever deity you believe in. I'd be so mad. You're telling somebody who lost their husband and 2 children that was just a test from God. That, to me, that is so fucked up. Like, how is that productive at all? How is that helpful? Like, maybe it's helpful for him to frame it that way in his mind. Like, everything that's happened was a test. And so, like, what happened to his wife is also a test of his faith, of his resolve. I don't know. But if that helps him to frame it that way in his mind, that's fine. But you don't get to tell other people how they should perceive something horrific that happened to them. I don't know. Was anyone else, like, floored by that moment? Because what do you mean? I genuinely probably wouldn't punch my brother in the face if he said that to me. I would be very hurt, though. I would be flabbergasted. I would be angry. I would be like, how dare you walk into my house and tell me that the reason that my husband and children are gone is because God or whoever is testing me. You're testing me. You're testing, that moment was... And then he tells her that her husband cheated on her. Like, I don't understand. Like, I get he was in a state of desperation. He's trying desperately to save this church. Because I think that for Matt, and maybe I'm categorizing him wrong, this one episode is all I know of him so far, except for the handing out of the flyers, right? But I think for him, faith is the only thing he can hold on to because of how many seemingly horrible things have happened to him throughout his life, right? The story at the beginning was about him as a child. So he went through childhood cancer, he survived it, and then his parents die in a fire, which was hopefully accidental. I don't know. It didn't seem like it was arson, but I can't remember. In his brain, he has to make sense of that tragedy, and then with his wife and the departure and people thinking it's the rapture, and him trying so hard to prove that that's not it, because it wasn't good people, it wasn't faithful people that went, right? It's just, I think that for him, the only thing that he can cling to is the idea that there's a reason behind all of it, that there's a deity or a something that is orchestrating it in a certain way, so that one day he'll be able to have answers for why he and the people he loved had to suffer so much. That's what I'm taking away from it, right? And I get that. I fully get that. As somebody who grew up very religious and someone who studied religion in college, I get clinging to that, especially in times of desperation. And I get wanting there to be a reason for everything that happens, and wanting there to be some sort of explanation at the end of it for why did I have to go through all of this shit. Like, surely there's a golden ticket. There's a fucking rainbow at the end. There's something that's gonna make all of that worth it, right? That makes total sense to me. I wish that even with that, he could have approached certain things differently. The conversation with Nora, for one. Because everything I've seen from Nora so far, I like her, right? So I think it's fucked up the way that he approached that situation. I also am still very curious as to if there's going to be repercussions or something for the fact that he smashed a man's head into the asphalt, the road. It was a parking lot. Repeatedly, like, if that man survived, I still think that there has to be consequences. You can't just do that. He was robbing you. You can't really claim that was self-defense, though, to that level. You know? It's a bit more than simply self-defense. So I'm curious if we're going to see something unfolding with that. Like, what his part in the story going forward is now that the guilty remnant bought his church. They're also recruiting him. I mean, they seem to be recruiting a lot of people. It's also interesting seeing what happened to his wife, because I was taking it like the accident happened before October 14th, and because the judge was dirty, that he was trying to cover it up. Like, I thought that, trying to get my brain to work so I can explain what I thought it happened before. Somebody was responsible for it. They were paying off the judge, so they like went to court, and the judge sided with the other people, so that's what caused him to start digging and find out that the judge was guilty. But I'm assuming, based off of this episode, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, that the judge who was driving the car that poofed, that hit their car when he poofed, that caused the accident. In which case, it's interesting that he would choose to dig up dirt on the judge. I mean, it makes sense because, again, he's in a situation like this. You're like, they said 2% of the population disappeared. Obviously, I can't imagine a situation like that. Would be terrifying. Would be horrifying. Would be something that you would reevaluate your belief system based off of, right? And it does make sense to me that you would look for somebody to blame, right? In any situation or something horrific and tragic happens, ow, I just scratched my lip. You're going to look for someone to blame. It's just human nature. It's just how we cope, right? And so that makes sense to me. But it's interesting that he then turned that into, he needs to find out, like, everyone who poofed dark secrets to see if they're innocent or guilty, because he needs to know that. My brain just, like, doesn't understand that one final jump, right? Because what does it matter? Like, I get wanting to know for the framing in your own head of this isn't the rapture because bad people also disappeared. Although one could argue that as long as you have repented for your sins and accepted Jesus as your Lord and Savior, that when the rapture happens, regardless of the sins that you have committed, you would still poof as well, because you were among the faithful. You know, from my understanding, from my years in church. But I know every church is different, so I'm not going to speak for how other people believe the rapture to happen. But I guess I just kind of want to understand where he's coming from, like how he thinks that digging up the dirty secrets of people and exposing them is beneficial. You know, like, was it beneficial for him to look up the dirty secrets of the guy who poofed that's car ran into his wife's car and his car that forever changed their lives? Like, how was that beneficial for him to know? In what way did it help him going forward, you know? And I'm sure, like, again, this is 3 episodes in. This is the first full episode that we have of him. So I'm sure we will further unravel his character as time goes on, and maybe I'll understand it a bit more. Yeah, it's just something I'm trying to figure out is his thought process. Also, trying to figure out, one, I've never been to a casino. Let's preface with, I've never been to a casino, right? Never. Never stepped foot in a casino in my entire life. I think it would be fun to go, like, one time, and that's it. But why would they not escort someone out who just won $160,000? You do not think that that person is now a target for unsavory patrons in your casino? Like the people that were hovering around him when he's winning $160,000? At least hold it for him. Let him bring his car around to the front where it's well lit and then leave. Also, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to victim blame. But he really should have locked his doors when he got in his car. This is how you know that he is a man and not a woman. Because I always lock my door. When I get in the car, door is locked. Door is locked. Immediately. Especially, even if that's not your instinct, right? Even if it's not your automatic, like, locking the door when I get in the car. You get in your car with a bag full of $160,000 in cash. You're telling me you're not locking the door immediately. Right? Like we would all lock the fucking door. Also, that man's tapping on my window. This was mistake number 2. I'm not rolling the window down. Be like, I'm sorry. My door is locked. My window is rolled up. I'm leaving. Now, do I think he maybe took it like 12 steps too far by bashing this man's head repeatedly into the asphalt? Sure. Maybe just like tackle him, punch him, get the money, and go back to your car, lock the door, roll the window up, leave. Call the cops on your cell phone that you do have. That does work. Also, small thing, kind of fucked up that one guy who came to baptize his baby gave him the information so he could, like, put that guy on the flyers. Because, like, again, even if people were doing shitty things, I'm not saying this as somebody who's, like, once someone dies, you have to, like, all of a sudden respect them and forget all the horrible things that they did. Or once somebody is hurt, you know, like, I don't believe in that. Like, people are people, and they should, like, their shittiness should be acknowledged. Like, I'm not going to pretend somebody was a great person just because they died, right? And I don't think that people have to do that. However, I also don't think that you have to go digging around in people's personal lives and airing out all their dirty laundry. Like, that also kind of seems a bit icky to me. Because the person isn't there to even in any way defend themselves. Like, maybe there's extenuating circumstances, context that makes certain things less bad, right? Like, even this guy who was addicted to gambling and gambled away his kids' college funds and stuff, like, yeah, that's super fucked up. But also, gambling addiction is a real addiction. And it can really fuck up people's lives. And I'm sure that that man felt immense guilt for what that he had done. Can I talk? For what he had done already. And, I mean, obviously he doesn't feel any guilt now because he's gone. But what does that do? You putting that on a flyer and posting it to the world? What does that do except further hurt his wife and kids in that situation? You know, like, how does exposing him help anybody? Just like, how does exposing his sister's husband for cheating, how does that help anybody? At this point, where we are right now. If he was still here, please tell your sister. Please do not let her continue to stay with this man who is hurting her. Please let her know what's happening if he's here. But at this point, how does it benefit? You know, that's just, it's benefit versus harm for me. And it feels like his flyers are just doing more harm to people who are already harmed and hurting. Anyway, I'm done rambling. I could talk about this for a lot longer. But I think I will end it there. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want, you can watch Can I talk? If you want, you can watch the next episode right now over on my Patreon. That will be linked in the description down below. It is episode 4, which is close to halfway through season 1, because I think there are 10 episodes each. So, I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I'm enjoying myself so far. I'm flabbergasted. But this was a really cool sort of, it's not a capsule episode because I'm sure it will have effects on the rest of the episodes. But it was really cool, just like close-up episode of who this character is and his part in the story. Because we've kind of only seen him peripherally in the past 2 episodes. So it's interesting to like kind of zoom in and see what's going on personally. Anyway, I said I would stop rambling, and then what did I do? I just kept rambling. I hope you guys will join me next time for episode 4. Until then, bye guys. Whew. Mama just rambling and rambling.